Hey guys, Kinsey here. Before we hop into today's show, I want to quickly let you know that today's episode is brought to you in part by Studio Sweden. Studio Sweden has the most gorgeous collection of headphones and earbuds for Apple products. I have been constantly using my rose gold and white earbuds, and I could not love them more. If you are interested in learning more about Studio Sweden or grabbing a pair of earbuds for yourself or somebody for the holiday season, you can get 15% off your order with the code SHECREATES business. That's all capital letters and all one word. 15% off using the code SHECREATESbusiness at Studio, SUDIO, Sweden.com. Thanks so much, Studio Sweden.
This is She Creates Business, a podcast for wedding pros. Your host, Kinsey Roberts, interviews incredible women in the wedding industry who are making their mark and creating success on their terms. Join the conversation.
Well, hello there. Welcome to She Creates Business, a podcast for wedding pros. This is your host, Kinsey Roberts. Thank you so much for being here today. You guys, we're at episode 90. We are officially 10 episodes away from episode 100, and I am getting excited. I hope you are too. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome, and I hope you're excited. You're jumping in at the right time. It's always the right time for a good podcast, right? Today's Tip Tuesday is how to handle people who ask for a discount or who ask you for your services for free. How to handle people or organizations who are asking for discounts or for free services. I see this question come up a lot in wedding Facebook groups, and I think it's important to point out even non-wedding Facebook groups, because as entrepreneurs, as business owners, we're all going to deal with this. We all get it all the time. I think I've had 2 people ask for a discount in the last 7 days. So it happens. It's never going to go away. Just accept it. But I think it's important and helpful to have a couple of ways in your back pocket to answer these people fast, send them on their way, and feel no anxiety about it. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I have 5 tips for you, so let's jump in. The first tip is to say, thank you so much for asking. I appreciate your email. I've actually already chosen the organizations I'm working with this year. Reach out to me next year. And done. Send them on their way. And I would say, even if you haven't intentionally chosen organizations that you're working with, I would challenge you to think about that a little bit more. You may not have chosen them intentionally, but I bet you have worked with organizations this year. You know, if you choose to support the Girl Scouts and buy those Girl Scout cookies, if you choose to volunteer at your local library and do the canned food drive, if you choose to donate at your local grocery store, especially this time of year, you have chosen organizations, maybe unintentionally, but you've chosen organizations to work with, and you can tell organizations or couples who ask you for a discount that information and send them on their way. Pretty easy. Again, that's just thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate it. I've already chosen the organizations I'm working with this year to provide discounts on my services to, and I don't have any other capacity for your organization or for your discount. Reach out to me next year. Of course, if it's a couple, you'll want to delete the reach out to me next year part because they're getting married next year. So it's irrelevant to them. You can just say, I've chosen organizations to work with, so I'm not able to provide any other discounts, and send them on their way. Pretty easy. Tip number 2 is to, especially if you do intentionally want to work with organizations, but maybe you haven't chosen any yet, maybe you are seasoned in business, or maybe you have really found you're getting tons of requests for discounted or free services, and you just need a place to funnel all of those because they're just coming in at a rapid rate of speed, and you need to find a place to kind of put all of those and really kind of wrap your brain around it. Make a formal application process and give that application process some logical requirements. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say you are seasoned in business. You do want to donate, but you don't know where to start. You don't have any organizations that you're involved with right now, and you don't know who you want to give to. Make a formal application process and give it some requirements, and you can just send people that link anytime you get an email. You can even make a canned email response that says, thank you so much for your email. I do choose to donate to specific organizations throughout the year. Here's the link to the application process. It includes requirements to be able to apply. If you have any questions, let me know. Send them the link and send them on their way. Maybe the requirement is that they are a 501c3, which is nonprofit status. So if any person is emailing you for a discount and they are nonprofit and they're not nonprofit status, boom, they're automatically disqualified. Hopefully they read that and they don't apply. If they do apply, your requirement is that they are nonprofit and they're not, so they don't get chosen. Easy peasy, right? Maybe the requirement is that they are a 501c3 and it has to be a 200 to 300 person event because you have decided that that amount of exposure is worth it to you. I think it's totally acceptable as a business owner to do things that will benefit your business. Otherwise, you're not going to be in business very long and you won't be able to donate to anybody. Yes, Tom's donates a pair of shoes to every person, but you got to buy one first. So they get money on the front end and then they donate, right? That is a good business model. Give one, get one, or whatever they say. But it's not just give all the shoes away, nobody cares, we're not a real business. You have to buy something in order for them to donate first. So that's an example. Application process makes it super easy. You can make your requirements really clear, and you can even send this to couples because they will automatically understand, oh, this person has an intentional process for donating. They don't just give out random discounts. Send them that link. They'll know they don't qualify, they'll either book you or they won't, and they'll go find somebody cheaper, in which case you don't want to work with them anyway. Hope that makes sense. Tip number 3, sit down and intentionally decide who you want to support, and then create a document about those organizations that you support. Maybe you do a bio on the founder because it's an awesome story. Maybe you do a bio on the organization itself. Maybe you include some pictures of you volunteering with that organization, or just the organization's latest event, and make it kind of a newsletter in a way. And so this is really goes along with tip number 1, but you're really up-leveling the experience for the person you're telling no to because you're giving them something extra to chew on. So you're saying, no, thank you. I don't provide discounts, or I only support XYZ organizations. If you're interested, I've attached a document for you to kind of take a peek at to see what we've been up to this year. Thanks again. Have a great day. Send them on their way, but you've fed their human interest a little bit and given them something cool to read. Up-levels the experience just a little bit, in my opinion. Tip number 4, especially if you are new in business, it is very likely that you don't have the bandwidth or the financial capability to give stuff away for free or to provide services at a discounted rate. Even if you're not new in business, that could be the case. Or even if you're not new in business, you don't have to give your stuff away for free. You don't have to. Honestly, if you don't want to support organizations or you don't want to provide discounts or give stuff away for free, that doesn't make you a bad person. Just donating to organizations like nonprofits doesn't make you a good person. It's just something that people do. And I think it contributes. If you actually truly feel good about contributing, then that's great. But just supporting organizations randomly for no reason doesn't make you a good person. It's just something that you do. So I hope you don't think that, oh my gosh, I'm not a good person or a good business owner if I'm not donating or giving my stuff away for free at some point. That is not the case. I know this is kind of soapboxy right now, but I want you to know that you are still a good person and you're still a great business owner. And so, especially if you don't have the finances or the bandwidth to donate, it's okay to say that. But you don't have to say the words, I'm sorry, I can't afford that, because A, it's none of their business, and B, we don't want people to think we're not successful. We don't want to lie, but we also don't need to lay all of our cards out on the table and say, I'm sorry, I'm barely paying my bills right now. I can't give you stuff away for free. So here's what you can do. You can create a canned email response that says, thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate your request. What I've decided to do is to pick causes I'm really passionate about in year 3 of my business, and I'll be donating to those. So I'm unable to accommodate your request for a discount at this time. Boom, period. Intentional. The answer is no, but you have some intentionality behind it. There is no room for questions. You send it off to the couple or to the organization and you're done. You're done. You don't have to say, hey, I just started my business 6 months ago and I truly cannot even afford milk. You know what I mean? You don't have to say that. You can just say, I have decided in year 3, in year 5, in year 2, whatever it is, to donate. And you can be really intentional about who you choose to donate with. It's like the opt-in shop over on my website, shecreatesbusinesspodcast.com. I have chosen intentionally to provide 10% of every sale that goes towards a scholarship for a woman to attend the Creative at Heart conference for free, for the ticket for free. I intentionally decided that. Could I have done that 3 years ago? Nope, I couldn't have. Can I do it now? Yes, I can. And I'm excited about it and I want to do it and I'm looking forward to it because I want somebody to go to that conference because it is literally life-changing. But I couldn't have done that 3 years ago, so I decided to do it now. And so I'm happy that now 10% of every sale can go towards that scholarship, and I'm looking forward to it. But I intentionally had to decide when is a good time for me to discount or provide something for free to support other people. If you don't intentionally decide that, then you're not going to be in business for very long. So as I was saying, like I said in tip number 2, it's okay to make intentional decisions about donating and supporting that are also good for your business. I'll give you a really good example. Pat Flynn does a lot of donating to Pencils of Promise, which builds schools in deserving communities. and like Ghana and things of that nature. And so he's in a position to do that. Back in 2008, when he was just selling architecture workbooks for people to pass the green, whatever it is, I don't know, to become LEED certified for, architects, he wasn't donating to Pencils of Promise. Now he makes 7 figures a year. So he's able to build schools in Ghana. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think we kind of look at what people are doing now sometimes and are like, oh my gosh, I suck because I'm not building schools in Ghana. No, you don't. You just haven't been in business since 2008 and you're not making 7 figures a year like Pat Flynn. So let's be real, right? Anyway, okay, I'm off my soapbox. I just want you to know that if you're in your first couple of years in business, or even if you're in year 10, but you're not profitable like you want to be, you can choose other ways to serve your community. Maybe you serve with your time, but not with your dollars. You can do that. Okay. Final tip number 5. Just say no. No. No is a complete sentence. I don't know. Somebody said that. It wasn't me. No is a complete sentence. I don't offer discounts. Thanks for asking. You don't even have to say thanks for asking. If a couple comes to you and says, hey, can we have a discount on this, or an organization, you can just tell them, I am really interested in treating all of our clients fairly. So therefore, I don't offer a discount to anybody so that everybody pays the same amount. You can say it more articulate than that, but no. Just say no. I know that seems difficult. There's 4 other tips for you to try if just saying no seems hard. I totally understand. But at some point, we're just going to have to get good at saying no, because we need to protect our business. We need to protect our other clients and treat them well and treat them fairly. And we can't offer discounts to every Tom, Dick, and Harry who asks us. So just say no. That's my final tip. Guys, I really appreciate you listening. I hope one of these 5 tips will help you take action today. Maybe you will head to your email account, create a canned email that says, thank you so much for asking. I have already chosen the organizations that I will be providing discounts to this year. Therefore, I'm unable to accommodate your request. Whatever makes sense for you in your own verbiage. Thank you for asking. I'd still love to work with you. Bye-bye. Create an email today. Create something today that makes sense but is a hard no. And share it with me. Or if you have another tip for how you handle discount or free service askers, leave it on Instagram on the comment for this episode's photo at She Creates Business. I would love to hear it so we can all learn together and pick the tip that works best for us. Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate you guys. Hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you back here next time.
Thank you so much for listening to She Creates Business. Please take a minute and head to iTunes to leave an honest review so we can help more wedding pros find the show.